morning, dear aspirants. So, to start with the today news, the first news is COP15 summit. It adopted a historic biodiversity deal. So, this comes under GS3 environment, and this is said to be a historic deal. Why? Because it is very important for prelims also. You need to understand the Kunming Declaration, which was adopted by more than 100 countries, and this was adopted in the 15th annual summit into the UN CBD. All you need to know about Kunming Declaration. This Kunming Declaration requires immediate action to address the biodiversity concern in all the sectors of the global economy, particularly to provide funding and savings to the poor countries. So remember, this declaration is not an international agreement that is binding. Okay, and then the Kunming Biodiversity Fund that was created, and in this fund China is a major contributor, and China has promised to invest around $233 million for the developing countries, and this fund is called China's Kunming Biodiversity Fund, and this is important for prelims 30 by 30 target, which means under this agreement all the countries proclaim to target 30, that is they will be able to pay 30% of the land and sea protection by 2030. By 2030, 30% of land and sea will get protected. That is called 30 by 30 target. Apart from all this, there is also plan to limit the use of chemicals. That is, half of the chemicals in agriculture that should be limited, and also to stop creating waste in plastic waste. This is all important. This is important for prelims point of view, and also the basic from this news you have to study is about CBD, Convention on Biodiversity, which is unveiled on 1992 at the Rio Earth Summit. This is the legally binding agreement. Whenever the international agreement is in news, all you need to remember is whether it is legally binding or not. And it has a two supplementary agreement. One is Cartagena, another one is Nagoya. So the Cartagena Protocol regulate the LMOs, that is living modified organisms, that comes from the modern biotechnology, that deals with the access to genetic resources and the fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from the genetic resources. So these all are important for the prelims. So the next issue is global minimum tax. See, recently the big corporations, MNCs, they are utilizing the loophole in the tax mechanism. So, and also they are not relying on the certain international agreement. See, there are to address that kind of loophole, the minimum tax, global minimum tax, is actually address the low effective rate of tax that shelled out of by the world biggest corporations. Say, this world biggest corporations, they are utilizing the low tax countries, or otherwise known as tax haven, such as this Ireland, Bahamas, Panamas, these countries. They are utilizing these countries, and they making use of the loopholes, and they making the profit out of that. So the global minimum tax aim is to squeeze this and to indulge in base erosion profit sharing. So all you need to study for the prelims is what is base erosion and profit sharing. This is a tax avoidance strategy. It will actually reduce the gap, that is where the MNC artificially shift their profit to the low tax or tax havens. OECD has already issued an actions against this. About OECD is an intergovernmental organization. The main objective is to stimulate the economic process, and you know India is not a member, but that is a key economic partner. Okay. So the next issue is monetary policy is hostage to which prices. See, all you need to study for the prelims, it comes under GS2, economy, banking sector. See, about monetary policy. The prime objective of the monetary policy is to maintain the stability of the price, stability of the growth. So, under 45ZB of RB Act 1934, the Union government has all the power to constitute the 6-member MPC. This is a previous year prelims question. 6-member Monetary Policy Committee. The main objective of the MPC to achieve the inflation targeting. Okay, and then the Monetary Policy Committee consists of RBI Governor as the ex officio chairperson, Deputy Governor as who is in charge of monetary policy, an officer of the bank who is nominated by the central board, and 3 persons to be appointed by the central government. Okay, all right. So these are the very important for the prelims aspect. And then the next and most important is the key points about MPC you have to remember. So about MPC is a statutory body and it is required to meet at least 4 times, and the quorum for the MPC should be 4 members. So this is the main point for the prelims. So the next issue is recently this Belgavi district in Karnataka, that is in news. So about it comes under GS2 federalism, interstate relation. So this Belgavi district is a decade-old dispute between Karnataka and Maharashtra. Both actually Belgavi is currently part of Karnataka, but it was for the last 10 years it was claimed by the Maharashtra as well. So for the prelims point of view, we want to study about the State Reorganization Committee. These are the key points for prelims. So S.K. Dar committee was appointed. The main objective of the committee is to reorganize the state on a linguistic basis, and JVP committee that comprises of Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Pattabhi Sitaramayya. After that, the last committee for state reorganization is Fasal Ali committee. So this you need to study for the prelims. So the next in news is sugar exports may reach to the 15 lakh tons by the end of December. So which is helpful for you for prelims as well as mains. For prelims you need to understand what are the agroclimatic condition of sugarcane cultivation. So it can be cultivated in both tropical and subtropical region in India. So tropical region shared about 45 to 55%. Subtropical region it will share about 55 and 45 region percentage of the total area. So that's all about today's news. So have a great day. Thank you so much.